Hi, everybody. Welcome to another live stream about gang stalking, organized crime. It is April the 23rd, 2026, 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, I'm going to teach you a little bit about. It's going to be very difficult to make this channel because my thoughts come at me like a mile a minute. And I was obviously meant to do this. I was obviously meant to be the messenger on one of the messengers on this. I'm not the only one, but there are a lot of fake TIs out there. And there are a lot of TIs who, I don't know. I don't know what the difference is, where some are validated and some are not. I am reading an interesting book, but I'll talk to you a little bit more about that later. I want to tell you what happened today. So I knew that I had plans to come home from work and take a walk, do. I wanted to take a walk. I wanted to wash my car, and I wanted to vacuum my car out. Well, my sinister neighbor, the one's RNA, well, she knew that I was going to do that. So she was already outside waiting. Because she just, for some reason, wants to be in on stuff. I don't know if she's jealous. I don't know if she's just a hater. I don't know. But she is former Navy. Okay. Drives around in her white car. Her daughter drives a white car. The daughter looks like one of Satan's kids. I'm not being mean. I am telling you what these people's behavior is like. It's erratic. It's nasty. It's verbally abusive. It's disgusting. Now, these are the other neighbors playing it up today. The one who was giving me a hard time the other day, 244, quiet today. Now, there's no vehicles in the driveway. It does not mean they're not home. This could be a complete gaslight. Let me tell you how. I park my vehicle a certain way when I'm washing it because I have a slab out in my parking area. Let me see if I can. I did take some. Okay, here, this one shows it. Now, this is A's car. Okay, the one who looks like Satan in the face, who's angry at everybody. Now, see this slab? That is not my driveway. That's over to the side of my driveway. Okay, so my car is actually halfway between that slab and the driveway when I go to wash it. But for some reason, neighbor A likes to play games, and we talked about her before when she had turned my water on and went running from my house before I had cameras set up. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because my car is usually straddled over this whenever I come home and I know I'm going to wash my car, because her mother's car is on the left side of my vehicle. So it's the opposite side of where the slab is. It's where the driveway is. Okay. So I don't want to hit them with a pressure washer. Okay. So I try to move my vehicle over enough that, because I have neighbors on the other side too, where the grass is there. So I don't want to bother them. Anyway, but when I pulled in, I'm not going to show you pictures, but they were sitting there. My neighbor was sitting out with somebody else in the front, and I knew that she was just doing it maybe deliberately. 6:22 p.m. Okay, like a little over an hour and a half ago. Okay, that was when I was able to pull my vehicle. I pulled in, straddled the spot, got my equipment out, set it up to wash my car. Now, there was a potential perp driving down the street, but I was busy washing my car. My music was going in and out, and I suspected, because my neighbor, this is how crazy this game gets, right? But you got to just pay attention. You got to pay attention so you know how we're going to start documenting this stuff. So my crazy neighbor R, the one in the Navy, actually, you know what? I bleeded her out pretty good. I can probably just show. Okay, now I could show you the timestamp. but I would also show you her. Let's see if I can do that without showing you her house number. I guess I could. I'll put my finger there. Okay. There's the timestamp. Okay, today. All right. Okay, next door. Okay, and there's her. Okay, so, and that's her white vehicle in the driveway there. Okay, and her daughter's is parked behind me. Now, her daughter was not home yet. Okay, the one who's a little bit more sinister. She wasn't home yet. And I had washed my car and I needed to vacuum it out. So I was going to vacuum it first and then wash it, but I thought I'll just wash it first. I usually like to get all my work done and then go in, but I needed to get some dinner. I wasn't feeling very good in my stomach. My throat's kind of bothering me. I'm not sure if I'm swallowing something. I found some stuff in my glasses that are nasty. I've got some kind of rash all over me, which I think is poison ivy. It's on a couple of different places in my body, but I was doing some gardening outside, so I'm hoping it's nothing sinister. Anyway, so neighbor A was not home yet, the one that was parked behind my orange vehicle. Okay, she was not home yet. I did not see her today. I did not see her face today. Okay, but my neighbor was sitting out with another neighbor chatting when I got home and went to wash my car. There was also a newer vehicle that I've seen several times now, a red truck, and they're visiting a couple neighbors a couple doors down from RNA, and he had left. Okay, or at least it looked like he had drove his truck away. Easy peasy. The white truck was sitting there, but I never saw who got in it and who got out of it. But I assume that this was one of the guys that was hanging out a few houses down, having a little meeting. They were having a little powwow the other night. Maybe that was Tuesday night, I think it was. So I never saw the guy in the white truck straight beyond my driveway. And he was sitting right above where neighbor A's car is. He was sitting right in front of her vehicle, right behind my driveway. Now, like I said, I never saw him because I went in the house to go start my dinner. So I had the garage door open. I had turned off my water. I had put all my equipment away. I had to go down into the basement to make sure nothing was tampered with in the garage. But something did happen. So it's like, why bother putting anything into anything? I mean, I've always prided myself on being a hardworking person. And I'm taking the sound off of this for privacy reasons because here's what could have happened here. Any number of things could have happened. Okay. But I'm looking at my car intently when I do this. And neighbor R was watching. She watches. And it's a kind of like a laser power. If you've ever used a pressure washer, it's kind of laser. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, so if you're trying to get little pieces of bird poop off of your car, you really have to kind of, hone in on it and get it that way. She was paying attention. Okay. And they know that I don't miss too many details. On occasion, I slip up and I miss something that might blend with something else on occasion. But it's usually because I'm too distracted by all the gangstalking garbage that's going on. So I'm going to show you the video without the words. I'm going to kind of explain to you. I went outside just to see if anything was tampered with. And on the hood of my car is a symbol. And I thought maybe it was dirt. I thought maybe I had missed a spot. So I start pushing it with my finger. It was a breast cancer symbol, which I don't know if there's some kind of implied, either insinuating or I'm not sure because it doesn't really relate to me or my story, but there is it's an obvious mark. Now, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just telling you how this went. Now, what had happened when I had actually stepped out to go check everything, because I was like, oh, I left the garage door open, blah, blah, blah. Nobody was out there. It was crickets. Whoever was driving the white truck, gone. Neighbor A was home, but her vehicle was not parked in the driveway where it normally would be, especially whenever they sometimes park 3 or 4 vehicles in that driveway, and only ours vehicle was in the driveway. So neighbor A parked on the street. Okay. Also, there were sirens at the same time that all this was going on. And I was actually messaging somebody and telling them what was happening. And neighbor R bolted, and she was checking her little cardinal out there, and she was smoking her doobie or whatever it is out there. But she had bolted fast. I mean, she had bolted fast. So anyways, that she went from the front to the back, and everybody was gone. It was like everybody's gone except A was home. Now, could one of these neighbors be being set up by another neighborhood perp, somebody else? It's very hard to say, right? Unless you can look at the cameras and view it. So I'm going to show you this video. And you can kind of see, I kind of start scratching, like kind of showing you where this is on the vehicle. It's kind of hard to see. There it is. So you can see the 2 lines coming down to make the bottom of the, it's like a breast cancer symbol. There's my little timestamp. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty big. Okay, so you guys saw that, right? I mean, it's sometimes hard to capture these things on camera. But I thought maybe it was just some dirt, like some residue left over, but nope. No, it's pretty bad. And actually, I take pretty good care of my things. So, and they know that. They know I've always been hardworking. So they have destroyed numerous amounts of things in my home, including, I mean, there's plenty of scratch marks on my vehicle. I don't know if you can see. There's a little bit of light. It's a little harder to see. That little dark line there. And then they did, and at some point, these are all put on here. Oh, that's interesting. There's like some kind of, oh, that's weird. Wow, look at the marks that are on there. It's like some kind of, oh, that's disturbing. Isn't that kind of disturbing? Look at that. What is that? Some kind of goo? Wow. Oh no, that's oh, I see. It's just the maybe it's the shadow. It just looked kind of strange there for a minute. Sorry, I know this is hard putting this up. Okay, so this scratch, I'm not sure where that one came from, but that was already on there. So you know, but it's still the idea that who would put, now these things, these scratches could be so many numbers of things, but the idea that somebody etched a breast cancer symbol, I mean, it's definitely a sign of vandalism. Nobody should be doing that without your permission. And that's exactly what they did. Look at that. It's pretty distinct there. And like I said, there are more than one ways that this could have been placed there. It could have been the, you know, a hater dater. It could have been the auto place. This is how gangstalking works, you guys. But like I said, I am pretty laser focused whenever I am shooting this water at my vehicle. And that wasn't there. So, and everybody bolted. Very hard to say. But I'm sure that they're watching now so they can see if I made a video on it. Yeah, let's see if I want to share anything else from today. No, I actually don't. It's always a great day whenever you're gang stalked. You know, there's always more than one fabulous thing happening to you. But they'll do whatever they can. I mean, whatever they can to get you to off yourself, so they don't have to do it for you. This is what they do. All right, I'll save up some energy for the next one. Maybe I'm going to come back on tonight live and talk to you about how awful this really is. Now, I mean, I totally get what's happening here. Yeah. I feel really bad for people who have killed themselves in this program. I really do, because I know exactly what they're going through. I really do. This is sinister stuff, you guys. You got to be careful what you say. You got to be careful who you talk to. You got to be careful. Also, I had sent a message about some similarities that I had discovered in messages from one of my exes and from my workplace, and how they're kind of written in parallel ways. And I was followed again by another police officer at passing police officers. I'm not sure. It doesn't make sense to me. Does it make sense to you that the criminals are getting away with all this stuff? Maybe they should be chasing them. So I've got a lot of interesting discoveries that I made about abusive men, books that I am reading, and my own intake from having a good bit of experience with the perp site, the online dating stuff. So I will be bringing those to you. I know it's a terrible thing, you guys, but the great art of gaslighting is here. The great art of deception is the devil's weapon, and he is using it and placing this just about everywhere. Oh, you know what? On the way home, I had discovered, I never realized before, the Fireball song. You got to listen to that one. There's some special keywords in there that are just going to blow your socks off. All right, over and out. Thumbs up if you like this. I mean, we all like this, right? If you're gang stalked, we like it. We love it. But you just learn to get a backbone and stop letting them affect you emotionally, because that's what they want. You know, and your haters want you to be emotionally stressed and sabotaged, because then they are able to come in and embark on your territory. They're able to provoke you, just like the pathological daters, the men who are seeking women out to abuse them. The book that I'm reading right now is talking about how they don't deliberately come out and do this, or do they? So that is a question, because I don't agree with that part of the book. So I'll be sharing that with you. These people are instigators, and it's obvious. The gang stalking program shows that they are deliberate in intent to cause harm. Hit the thumbs up if you like this. And it doesn't just have to be men. There are women who are sinister too. Share with others. We got to get the word out. We need to stop this. I mean, this is definitely ruining the country. And people are blaming the victims. This is wrong. I mean, somebody needs to do something to shut this down. And all right, peace. You guys, share the knowledge so we can end it.